Kids are home, kids are bored. That doesn't mean that you have to stop self-publishing from home. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 ways of keeping the kids busy, plus one bonus tip that just might blow your mind. So stick around. Hey Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, and if you want to continue to get all the hints, tips, and tricks on how to make self-publishing easier, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and smash your little bell icon so you get alerted each and every time I put out a new video. I had a viewer message me the other day and ask, my kids are bored. Can you do a video on how to occupy the kids so I can write? Well, how can I say no to my viewers? Now, before we get started, if you're excited about this topic, I want you to give that thumbs up a smashy smash 3 times. Now, whether it's due to spring break, homeschooling, the coronavirus, or maybe your kids just aren't school aged yet. The bottom line is you have kids working from home and parents working from home. So boredom will ensue. So here are 5 ways of keeping the kids busy. And stick around to the end because my bonus tip just might singe your eyebrows. Number 1, have them come up with some topics for you to put in your story, even if you plan on editing it out later. They don't know that. Now, you may be thinking, Keith, I don't write books. I self-publish no content books or low content books. Well, that's okay too, because you can just have them come up with topics, ideas for you to focus your next puzzle book about, or your next no content interior or low content interior. Again, have them become part of the process. Number 2, this is where you switch things around because now you're going to give them a topic for them to write about. You see what I did there? So they're helping you. They think they're helping you. They're giving you some topics to write about. And now you're like, okay, now my job is now I'm going to give you a topic and now you go write about that. Or you go do a puzzle about that. Again, this way it keeps them busy. They're coming up with something, but they feel like it's a reciprocal situation. They helped you. They gave you ideas. Now you're giving them ideas. Number 3, this one is really good with the younger kids. Have them draw a picture, and then you have to come up with a story to go along with that picture. Yeah, it might take you a little bit out of the work that you're doing, but while they're drawing their picture, then you can do your writing, and when they're done, you take a break, and then you write a story about that. And let them know the more detailed the illustration, or the picture, however you want to word it to them based on their age, the more detailed it is, then the better your story can be. That way they're spending more time doing the picture, and again, it keeps them busy. Number 4, this gets everybody working together. You, the kids, the spouse, whoever, you're all going to write down words, and you're going to put those words in a hat, and you're going to have the kids or you or alternate draw those words. And those words are going to have to be included in your next chapter in your book. You'll be surprised at how the kids will actually let you write that chapter, and they'll leave you alone so you can focus on how you're going to include that into your story. Again, you can edit these things out later. It's all a matter of getting that interaction with the kids, keeping them busy, but feeling like they're part of the writing process. And the other way around, you can also do the exact same thing. Now you pick a word out and they have to write a story about that word. And again, it just gets everybody working together, thinking together, writing together. Number 5, this is another one where everybody working together, and it's write a story together. Take a little bit of a break from what you're writing and write a story together. I did this with my kids when they were younger, and basically I went around a room and we just started with a topic that we pulled out of a hat, and I had each kid just say out loud a sentence or 2. They all had to kind of add on to the last sentence that was there. And it was just a whole lot of fun. And then you can take that idea, take that story, and the kids can draw illustrations for it. Again, keeping them busy now. And maybe they can write their own version of it. They'll take what they wrote as a group and they can write their own version of that story, or maybe a part 2, or however they want to do it. And then you can even show them later on, if they're old enough, you can show them how to go into KDP or whatever platform you're using and how to actually make a book with it. Again, getting everybody together, taking a little bit of time from writing initially, but then that frees you up to do a lot more writing later on. Now, before I get to my bonus tip, let me know your advice for what to do when you're bored. Drop that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear everybody's ideas. Okay, it's time for the bonus tip. This one, like I said, just might singe your eyebrows. Work together and come up with a board game based on your book. Or you can ask the kids to come up with a board game, again, based on your book. Tell them what your book's about, or maybe it's the story that you wrote together, whatever, and now you're going to make a board game based on it. You can just use a cereal box if you actually want to make a board, or you can use note cards if you want to make it more of a card game like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering or any of those other card games. So again, have the kids take either your book or the book that you wrote together, that if you did step 5, or one of the stories that they're writing, and make a board game around it. They can play later on to keep them even more entertained, and when you're done your writing, you can play together as a family. So let me know what you thought about my tips, and again, if you have any other advice for what to do when you're bored, drop that in the comments below. Speaking of fun, there's a video that I did where I show you even more ways on how to write with kids. You can click on this video right here and you can go check it out, or you can check on this video that YouTube has lined up and they think you'll love. I'll see you in the next video, and remember to write right.